Rihanna mourns her father. Monique reconciles with son Shalon Jackson. And Brian McKnight faces silence after son Niko's death. Rihanna, global megastar and soon-to-be mother of 3, is mourning the death of her father, Ronald Fenty, who passed away at 70. Though estranged for many years, Rihanna had worked hard to mend a turbulent father-daughter relationship defined by addiction, divorce, and betrayal, including a 2019 lawsuit she filed against him for exploiting her name. And yet, when the final moments came, the Fentys were together in California, suggesting that in the end, family still matters, even when it's fractured. This is no tabloid tragedy. It's a full circle moment. The child who once felt abandoned by her father stood by him at the end. Brian McKnight's silence speaks louder than words. And then there's Brian McKnight, crooner, R&B heartthrob of the 90s, and now he's possibly one of the most tone-deaf public fathers of our time. Just days before the passing of his estranged son Nicholas, or Niko for short, McKnight, the singer posted about Fatherhood Fridays, a new video series about raising his stepkids and newborn son with his current wife Leilani. Not even a whisper about Niko, who had publicly fought for acknowledgement while battling cancer for 2 years. Let's be real. If hypocrisy were a Grammy category, Brian would be a shoo-in. Niko's death hit hard, not only because he was young and talented, but because it highlighted the cold reality that biological children can be discarded in favor of curated Instagram love stories. McKnight's refusal to even name Niko in his post since the news broke, that's not growth. That's called erasure and self-hatred, for sure. Niko was more than Brian McKnight's biological son. He was a gifted musician, guitarist, and photographer in his own right. Described by his uncle Claude McKnight as quirky, curious, and ridiculously talented, Niko left behind a creative legacy that his fans and loved ones will continue to cherish. But behind the talent and warmth was a young man who for years struggled with emotional abandonment and strained ties with a father many believed never truly acknowledged him, at least not in the ways that mattered most. The public first got a glimpse into the troubled relationship in 2019, when Niko and his siblings began calling out their father on social media. Niko accused Brian McKnight of turning his back on his biological children. Himself, Brian Jr., Rihanna, and Clyde, instead putting all his love and energy into his new family with his current wife, Leilani Malia Mendoza. In a now deleted Instagram post, Niko shared painful details accusing Brian of forging signatures, spreading lies about his own children, and abandoning them emotionally and financially. These weren't vague allegations. Niko was very specific. He claimed Brian went so far as to call his own kids evil in interviews and made every attempt to distance himself from the family he once raised. To fans, it felt like watching a man attempt to erase his past, rewrite his narrative, treat his biological family that he created like they don't even exist, and this time recreate with a new one, a perfect one, I guess. It's utterly heartbreaking, and it is incredibly cold-blooded. Whether or not Brian McKnight mourns privately or ever makes peace publicly, one thing is certain: Niko McKnight deserved more from his father. He deserved recognition. He deserved support, especially during his battle with cancer. And he deserved to feel like he mattered. No matter how broken a relationship becomes, it is the duty of the parent to show up. And by many accounts, Brian McKnight did not do that. But amidst the pain and PR disasters, comedian and Oscar winner Monique gave us a different headline: healing. Monique and her son Shalon Jackson have officially squashed their public beef after his viral videos last year accusing her of being emotionally unavailable. Now, they're hugging it out on Instagram, all smiles and full of grace. Unlike the McKnight saga, this reunion feels earned. Shalon admitted his wrongs. Monique received him with love. No cryptic sub-post, no made-for-Instagram performances, just real accountability. Fame doesn't fix family. Let's call it what it is. Celebrity status doesn't guarantee emotional intelligence. These headlines, Rihanna's quick heartbreak, Brian McKnight's erasure of his own family, and Monique's mother-son redemption arc are a mirror for us all. If anything, this week proved that legacy isn't built on streams or followers. It's built on who shows up when the cameras are off. So to the parents out there, if you want to be celebrated on Father's Day or Mother's Day, don't wait for your child's obituary to whisper their name. To the children carrying scars, rebuilding is hard, but sometimes the most radical act is picking up the phone and saying, "Let's talk." Let us all reflect on what matters most. In the end, it will always be family. And for more news updates like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next update. I'm your host, Boma Briggs. You're watching Afropop Daily News, and this is African Origins Network.